Hello children, this is the Samojanga, who is patron of Girls I Boys Brigade, P.C.E.A Farmers Church. Today I'm going to talk about the introduction about Boys Brigade, but before we do that, I would like us to have a devotion which will come from the book of Ephesians, chapter number 6, and we read from there verse 1 up to 3, and I read, "Children, obey your parents, Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on earth." Children, this is a commandment which is telling us how we should obey our parents. As we know that we are all born by our parents and we should respect them. We should respect our parents, and the way we respect our parents, we are supposed to respect God the same way. As we are told by the Bible, it is the commandment with something which is called a promise. We are told that if at all we obey our God, we obey our parents, it will go well with us. And then we are going to have more days in our life. So children, whatever you are being told, whatever you have been sent, either to shop, either to go to work anywhere at home by your parents, please do so without getting tired, without getting annoyed, because your parent will be happy. Once you do it with full-heartedly, your parent will be happy, and also we know that our God will be happy. Remember that it is a command with a promise. After that, that is the end of our devotion. Then from there, I'm going to talk briefly about the Boys Brigade. As we know that this is a Boys and Girls Brigade, tentatively, it is in our P.C.E.A church, we just teach them as one. Though it is divided, we have got boys and we have got girls. But both Boys and Girls Brigade were started as a means to retain children and Bible in the class or in the church. So it is there to retain our girls and our boys in the church in order to contain their interests and continue as church members without gaps in their lives. So once we retain them in the church, we will have them. They will grow having the word of God in them. We will grow molding them in the church, and so that they can become good people in the future, or rather good leaders in the future. Then I now touch about Boys Brigade, and the Boys Brigade company was set up by Sir William Alexander Smith on 4th of October 1883. Sir William Alexander is the one who started the Boys Brigade. In France, this one was started at Free Church Mission Hall in Northwood Road, Glasgow, Scotland. So our brigade started in Scotland by this man called William Alexander Smith. This one was followed by many other companies in Scotland and also in United Kingdom. So after Sir William started this one in Scotland, it was followed by other congregations in Scotland and also United Kingdom. Therefore, many other followed in British Empire and also in the United States. Boys Brigade, we have got a Boys Brigade badge which comprises of a cross and an anchor. A cross, msaraba, yule tunajua, tunakaga hata kwa church, the cross and an anchor, nanga. ile tunajua ya kwamba it holds the ship in the ocean, which means once you have instilled this topic or this education to the children, you hold them firmly in their lives, like the anchor hold the ship inside the water. The theme of the boys' brigade is sure and steadfast, which comes from the Bible in the book of Hebrew, chapter number 6 and verse number 19. This is where we find our motto. So, what are the objects, or what are the objects of boys brigade? The boys brigade object is to advance the Christ kingdom among boys and the promotion of habits and obedience. So the boys, this one enhances the promotion and habits, the habits of boys, tabia, vile vijana wanakuwa, the habits, and also the obedience. The obedience, what do you understand, children, by the being obedient? Being obedient it means that whenever you have been taught something by your senior, you should obey and do that. We start by being obedient right straight away from our homes. We obey our teachers. We obey even our seniors. Whenever you have been sent to the shop by a senior person, then you are supposed to obey. So this is brought about by being a good child with a lot of discipline. It also gives reference to the child. So whenever we are giving an example, we can refer to a child who have got a good discipline. So you can be a reference. Next, a good discipline. In brigade, in boys brigade, we teach them how to have a good discipline. And a good discipline also shows that this boy grows up well in a church. So then from there, we have got self-respect. In self-respect, which means that a child, you are not going to wait for your mom or your dad or your brother to tell you to do something. For example, you have completed eating either supper or breakfast. A child who have got good discipline removes the cups and the plates from the sitting or from the dining and takes them to kitchen, which means you don't have to wait for a parent to tell you or what to do. So that shows that a girl have got a good discipline. Although, also, these ones, at the end, we know that we will have a good product of a true Christian manliness. So we also teach these boys to be true Christians right away from the beginning, from the way they are growing up in the boys' brigade. We teach them how to become officers. So before they become officers, they become warrant officers, and then we become officers, and then we commission them. So then from there, they start. We know that we have got good leaders. From this point, we can have good leaders of the church, and the leadership starts straight away the way these boys are growing up. Now, their vision. What is the vision of the boys' brigade? The vision is to be a Christian youth organization with a difference. A Christian with a difference. So our boys, they should be a group, whenever they are seen, even outside the church, they can be seen that they are boys with a good discipline. And what is the mission? The mission is to fight and nurture youth into leadership and service based on Christian values. So, in other words, we are nurturing leaders in this group. We are nurturing leaders which are going from being boys, they become men, and then they are going to be leaders in the church. This is how leaders are made. And with this a lot of discipline, with this discipline that is self-discipline, they will know that, in fact, wherever they are, in every position they can be given in a church, they know that they can handle it properly and well because they are well disciplined. Now, in the boys brigade, or girls brigade rather, we have got a four-square program. This four-square program, it talks about physical, educational, social, and spiritual. What do we see? We see this, the spiritual part of it. We talk about Christian maturity. Yes, these boys were in the class where they were taught about the stories in the Bible. They were taught about Christian life. They were taught about how to become a fully mature Christian person. So at the end of this man, we can talk about man who has grown up in this group, becoming a fully and a mature Christian person. So physical. In physical, we talk about sports and games. Sports and games, or drills. With this, we want these boys to become physically stable. Then we have got educational. With educational, we talk with them about health, education, and cooking. So anything which talks about education, knowing, we teach them this way. Then social. There is this social community services. Then we have got camps, we have projects. So with the social, we take these boys and girls to out, and then we do social work. We normally visit to organizations, less charitable and charitable organizations, less fortunate people, or those homes, needy families. We teach our children how to cope with needy families. This is the way these children should know. With this kind of a teaching, they will know how to cooperate, how to live, how to live with less fortunate people, or how to treat other children of their age who comes from less fortunate families. So those are the four square program which normally guides or takes us through this. And then after following this, or after teaching using this four square table, it gives us an opportunity to touch each and every part in a child or a brigadeer's life. And then I can touch more a bit about the drill. In the boys brigade, we teach them drill. This is, we normally teach them how to march. We normally teach them how to become a soldier-like, a man who have got self-discipline. And you know, a soldier, as we can see even in our armed forces, the soldiers there, they have got their self-discipline. Without self-discipline, you cannot perform well in drill. So, in brigade, the pillar or the brigade is built on twin pillar. That is, the pillar of religious and discipline. So, in our brigade, we have got discipline. We must make sure that these children have got discipline. Likewise, also, this discipline should go along with the religion. So they go hand in hand, religion and discipline. And then we make a very good man out of it. So for any group, there must be a good discipline and some kind of even right from home. So this discipline should start also from home. Once we say that our children have got discipline, it should start from our home, all along, even to the church. And that is a child with a good discipline, even he can't become a headache to teachers, because once he or she is being told, sit down, kaa chini, don't do this, let us do this, he or she will cooperate. So drill, which is bred in Christian has produced some of the best characters with a companion. Drill itself, it molds and it means a soldier-like brigadier with a lot of somebody whom we can say that in the future we have got a product who can lead other brigadiers. So at the end of having a boy who comes up to be an officer, and you know, when you comes an officer, this we are talking about an adult who can be elected at any post in a church. So we after that we will see the product of this boy once from the beginning. So purpose of the drill in a brigade. What is the purpose of a drill? The purpose of a drill, it is to give these children obedience, discipline, and respect. We have seen that brigaders, they are always in uniform. Like like the way you can see me, I'm in uniform. And a person who is in uniform, we train these children so that their uniform should be clean. An officer is a person who is supposed to be clean. An officer is a person who should have self-respect. An officer, he should have is a person who should have self-control and concentrate. So once he's given a job or an assignment to carry out, an officer will carry it diligently, knowing that with no need of any supervision of any kind, because he or she is self-disciplined. So this discipline helps somebody to do the work with self-supervision. So it also helps officers and NCO to develop power of leadership. So as I had said earlier, as I had talked earlier, we need, these boys, they come up, they become officers. After, they become NCOs. After becoming NCOs, they become officers. Then they will have to develop power of leadership. So we also teach them how to be leaders. Once they know that they can be elected and they can become leaders, definitely they will be responsible. So with that short kind of introduction, I know that I have introduced and I have talked about what is Boys Brigade and how we teach them and how we mold them so that they become officers. Even after our retirement, these are the boys who are going to take over the leadership of the church from us. They are the same people who are going to take work of officers, the officers who train them. After these officers have retired, these are the people now to be in their possession. So our work is good because it molds and it makes good leaders, not only in the church, but also even in the community, but also even at the workplace. These young boys and young girls, they are going to be employed. So in their place of work, they will work without supervision. And this can earn them even promotion at the place of work. So it starts in the church. Once this discipline starts from the church, it ends up in their place of work. It starts them at the home where they will get because they will get married, and the men will marry. Then they are going still to keep upright. the discipline or the way we teach them, they are also going to teach their families. And there we will see we are bringing up a family which fears God. Children there at home, let us be obedient. Let us learn how to respect our parents. Let's how to respect our seniors, like the way we have been taught in our classes. And may God bless you. God bless you mightily. And we are going to go on teaching you, teaching you in this media until the time we will come back into classes. Thank you, and may God bless you.